The whole reason we decided to stay in this tiny little town is because of this diner, and it wasn't open when we arrived, but it's open now. It's the Flintstones Bedrock City Diner.
Isn't that what we did this morning?
What is this?
I don't think there's breakfast.
Well, because of the small disaster they have going on in there, they can't serve breakfast, which is a bit of a bummer, and we can't go see the amusement park there either, which is also a bit of a bummer. So we're gonna make breakfast, and then we're gonna head down the road to Grand Canyon, and then we gotta figure out how we're gonna get through this next little bit, because we gotta find a route that is lower in elevation, because this van can't handle it. Put the egg on the breakfast and the breakfast on the egg. Egg on the breakfast. Do you want scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
I can do that for you.
You look very handsome today.
You think so? This is really good. This sweetbread that we picked up at the Mexican grocery store, you just put a little bit of butter on it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and you fry it. Don't worry, just put a little butter on it. So we woke up this morning to a massive snowstorm, and visibility is piss poor. I mean, not for Canadian, but for Americans it is. It's no worse than it was when we were going through Banff for 7. It was a lot worse there. So, but we got to the park, and I mean, I just wanted to push on because we were so close. So we got to the Grand Canyon National Park. It's $30 to get in, and you can't see anything at all. So we thought, might as well not do it and just turn around and go back. But like, I'm really bummed because this is kind of like the highlight of most American road trips, is the Grand Canyon. You know, it's a really important part of it. Just bummed that they're charging $30 just to go into the freaking place.
$30 US.
30
that's like
US.
40
That's
Canadian.
a small mortgage Canadian. That's ridiculous. Still rad. Anyway, we're gonna head out of the mountains now because this altitude is killing the van. We're trying to plot a course down into New Mexico and onwards to Texas that is not in high elevation. I never considered it, you know, coming into this. But a 25-year-old naturally aspirated vehicle does not fare well in high altitude. I've got my foot to the floor. I'm going 50 kilometers an hour right now. That's it. That's all I can do. So we gotta climb down a little bit. Hopefully we'll get our engine back, and hopefully we'll get some better weather too, and this road trip will be back on again.
To change the world out loud, could it be the lonely piece of me to save the world and not allow? Could it be a different misery? It's only you. I can't explain the travel guide, your endless road I traveled down, out of luck in love, only to let the world down. The world's you mean it to me.
And I might at the very least, maybe the whole pump itself. Yeah, I'm gonna try disconnecting the EGR valve and see if that will do the trick. I've got a vacuum source here. I'm gonna try and just disconnect this, and that, you know, if that's it, then it'll be quick. So we finally managed to make it all the way down to Phoenix, busting out that 37 kilometer an hour down an interstate. Hairy, scary badness. I will never do that again, but we literally had no other choice. There were no other routes between where we were stuck and Phoenix, and we do need to get to Phoenix because we do need a professional's help. But I am convinced it has something to do with the exhaust, because I'm back there listening to the exhaust. Usually it's like a nice, and then now it's more like a, and you can really tell. You can really tell.
Is that your professional opinion?
So, woke up this morning at the Walmart, got everything packed, got everything started, called up a few garages, finally got one that thinks they know what's wrong and thinks they can handle it, and they've got the garage that can handle the height of the van. Tried to drive over here, got so bad, I think I'm about 2% power right now. Anyways, stalled out pretty bad. Freaking GPS keeps driving us around in circles. I can't say that TomTom is a worse GPS than Garmin or whatever, because it was just as bad. I just don't like GPSs. Anyway, pulled the tube off the EGR air pump. That seemed to return some of the power. So I'm pretty much convinced that the catalytic converter is completely clogged and is pumping all the air back through the exhaust gas recycle something or other. Anyway, hopefully that's it, and hopefully it's a quick fix. So we paid the extra money to go and get it evaluated at the first shop. They had the tools and the expertise to kind of diagnose the issue. So in the end, it turns out that I was right in saying that it was a catalytic converter that was jammed up. But it's nice to know that I wasn't just guessing, and I got a second opinion on it, and from people who are much more experienced than I am. So it's good to know that, and so that I have a little bit more confidence heading out into the desert again. So I took it over here to the second shop. This is a muffler guy specifically, did a really great job. 1 hour in and out, cut it out, even welded in a little bracket for my EGR valve, everything, you know, did it really quickly, and it was pretty affordable. So didn't really bust the bank. We had the reserves to withstand this hit, but kind of would have rather spent that money doing something a little bit more fun. Anyway, back out on the road. We're going to finally get that shower we've been talking about. It feels absolutely amazing to be behind the wheel of a fully functioning 5.9 liter V8. I feel really good right now. How's today been with Champ?
Champ's been a really good dog today. Like we couldn't go inside anywhere really with Champ, so we sat inside the laundromat and he sat right outside and watched us, and then we went and got food and he sat right outside and watched us. He didn't bark at all because he could see us.
He's been a good dog today.
And then he laid on the floor in the garage while we got the muffler, or at the muffler place. He's been a very good dog today.
Who's a good boy?